We can't do this for too long.
I know.
Really weird look at us.
Well, the problem is, I'm out of practice, and B, my mouth. It takes a while to get to each thing with my mouth, so I'm like, I can't do this that quick. But yeah, I wasn't planning on leaving it up like we usually do. So I missed that song. Public domain daydreaming. Yeah.
Probably the only public domain song of that name.
Probably. So, hey everybody. Welcome to Ian and Jerrod's Humpday Extravaganza. It's been a minute. How are you, bud?
Doing good. This was my birthday week. Celebrated my birthday over the weekend.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
46 years old.
46.
Yeah, I think I look like a 46-year-old guy now. When I had the long hair and the beard, I looked like a 58-year-old guy.
Yeah. You looked a little like Gandalf.
Yeah.
The magician. Yeah. That's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, thanks for specifying the magician so people didn't confuse it with some other Gandalf.
Yeah. Hey, I'm 50. That's what we do. We have to explain old time references.
I'll be lucky if I live that long.
Well, the odds were against me, but yeah, here I am. Just so I can bring you this show with my buddy Jerrod.
Yeah.
As I hit the light.
That's right. Going smooth. We're going smooth with our first show back after a while. We've had a lot go on since our last show, too.
Yeah, should we sum up? I'm sure everybody's been like, what have those two been up to?
Have they been doing famous celebrity things?
They've been, did their show get picked up by a network and they had to go silent?
Are these guys going to be rich and famous real soon?
Did they find girlfriends?
And for our loyal followers, the answer to all of those questions is no. Absolutely not. If anything, we're further than ever away from any of those.
Well, after that diatribe, yes. Yes. And probably after watching this show.
That's right. We are not helping our chances for happiness here.
There may be somebody out there that was considering dating one of us and then watch this show and say, whoa, dodged a bullet.
Yeah. I've learned everything I need to know.
Yeah. Stay away. Single is better. Single is much better than the options in front of me.
There you go. Mm-hmm. You know what I do? I just restrict too many places. Not too many. It's the right amount of places.
Right.
But I restrict the places I'm at. Like I don't date people at work.
Right. So basically, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but by the time you put all the rules over it, there's 3. And usually
don't date at work, which is a lot easier now than when I worked at a big company. But
sure,
still, that's out for me. I don't date people I perform with, that I do improv with. That one is out for me as well. And I've got a third one. It's like I don't like date people I meet at the gym, but I'm rarely at the gym, so that one really doesn't come into play.
Not a problem for either one of us. Yeah. But here's the thing. That you've really eliminated so much potential. Like right now, like maybe do you have a laundry room or do you have laundry in your apartment?
Laundry in my apartment.
So that's not it. All right. So maybe grocery shopping.
Maybe, but like I'm terrified of being the creepy guy. So I never want to be the one who's like flirting or anything.
Same. And I have the double curse. I don't want to be the creepy guy. And I'm also clueless when someone's flirting with me. Yeah. Absolutely clueless.
Absolutely. I say that, but I think the real truth is nobody is ever flirting with me.
Well, yeah, Jerrod, this is just to make us feel good. Yeah. Go with it, man. Go with it. Yeah. If it were to ever happen, I wouldn't have any idea. If my day comes where I get flirted with,
it'd be so unexpected for me. So out of character for everything in my life.
Yeah. Right. I'm just, I'm aware of everything else around me. There's this, a squirrel zooms by. I'm focused in on it.
Right.
I notice mistakes in movies, like the observations that I have in my head. But flirting, totally immune, totally invisible.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really am worried that it's because it has never happened to me. So I just can't recognize it because it's just not. It's like, I would never recognize a giraffe swimming underwater because I never see a giraffe swimming underwater.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. That's a good analogy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like giraffe underwater analogy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Write it down. I want a t-shirt that has the giraffe sitting underwater, and I wouldn't know what this is.
So while Ian and I didn't sell this show for big money and get syndicated,
no,
we did go on a trip together this summer.
We did. We spent over the course of a weekend 8 hours in a car together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was great. And we had a great time.
We had a blast. The bits, woo!
Oh my, magic! Pure magic.
We had like a Brigadoon moment of a restaurant that we saw on the way up, and it disappeared by the time we were on our way back.
It remains my white whale. I'm sure it exists, but nobody believes us.
You can't Google it?
No.
We can't. It's just not there. I'm telling you. It's a mythical city, and we missed our opportunity because we went to Jersey Mike's, or also known as Mike's, because we had it in New Jersey.
Right. We did not want to be redundant with our Mike.
Exactly.
And so the name of the place was the Giant Farmers Buffet, which we saw the sign, and I think we were both thinking, I'd love to get off this exit and go to the Giant Farmers Buffet, but we really didn't get into the conversation until a little bit too late. We were past it. And
we had already eaten. You had already eaten like that whole sandwich.
Oh, that's right. And I even said when we went there, it's like, we're gonna be careful when you're traveling with me, and when you travel with me, that means that if we're gonna have food, we're gonna settle on something immediately before something fantastic comes along.
Yeah.
We're gonna settle. That's just the way it is. One time, okay, fine, we're not gonna find anything. Boom. Next exit is the place I've wanted to eat without knowing it my entire life.
Like, we are their demographic. Like they said, who will eat at our restaurant?
Right.
And they described both Jerrod and I.
Who will do an impulse swerve off the highway due to a billboard that says Giant Farmers Buffet?
Yeah. Who will cause an accident because of their reckless driving? And we were almost there.
I wouldn't have cared if there was injuries as long as it wasn't us. And as long as it didn't impede us getting to the Giant Farmers. That just sounds delicious, the Giant Farmers Buffet. And on the way back, we looked for it. Not to be found. Nowhere.
We left this weekend saying, let's leave now. So we will be driving by this place around lunchtime, and we can stop and eat there. And we did Google searches for it. We kept our eyes peeled. It started, but it also started like warping time, because all of a sudden we were in Connecticut. We were so the full of the story. We were going to Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and we were, I would say, within an hour of arriving when we see this place. And I swear, we drive an hour and we were in Connecticut. And we entered some sort of wormhole to get home.
Remember, did we eat anything on the way back? I don't
know. We didn't stop. We didn't stop.
So depressed.
How nothing compares when you got your mindset on the Giant Farmer Buffet, and what I can only imagine is humongous ears of corn.
Looking back on at the time, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe it's gonna be like tons of beef and pork and all that delicious stuff and well done vegetables, but honestly, it could have just been like corn and tomatoes.
Corn. Yeah, you're right about that. And talk about being disappointed. But still, I would have bought a t-shirt.
I almost wonder if it's better that we never went.
Maybe.
I don't know if the reality could ever meet up to what I dream it would be like.
But I am saying this. If you and I do return to camp next year, we're going to stop.
We're definitely going.
We're definitely going.
Camp? So, what camp are you talking about that we went
I'm talking about Camp Improv Utopia East.
That's right. We went down there. It's great for anybody who hasn't gone before. It's just like a summer camp. Got all the summer camp stuff and multiple 4 workshops that I'd never get anywhere else either. 4 people from different parts of the country, and I'd have to go to all those different places to normally get them, and some great workshops that we had there.
Yeah, and even better people, even better.
Yeah.
We just really met some very fun, like-minded, funny people.
Yeah.
I bet that shoe fly. Oh, Amy. Now the typos are getting to you too. Aha! Indeed.
So,
anyways,
so the way it works there is you go and you get your cabin, and there's a cabin leader who, our case was Mike. Everybody, Mike, the cabin leader. But he was a great cabin leader. He really went out of his way to make it a nice experience for everybody. He made nice little bags. Him and his wife made those nice little bags for everyone.
And cookies and
He made incredible cookies. It was great. And I feel like I got really close with everybody in the cabin. They were all such cool people. Yeah. I was just thinking about, I'll go into who I was thinking about today, because if anybody's ever thinking of doing Camp Improv Utopia, I would say don't go alone. Go either with a person or a group of people We befriended somebody, Sarah, who I was thinking about earlier today, and I was thinking about the show. She went down alone, and right off the bat, we befriended her, and we became great friends, the 3 of us over the weekend, and just everybody in the cabin. And I'm so glad that was there. But go with somebody, because a lot of people who go to this go every year, and that's their chance to get back together with their Camp Improv Utopia friends, which is cool, which is fine. They were all very nice to me individually and as a group. But it is a group of people that they want to be together doing their thing together, and that could be a little intimidating to jump into.
Yeah. I mean, with everything, I think if we go back next year, we'll be those guys. We won't want to talk to anybody new.
I didn't even when I was there this time, to be honest. I just bits. That's my whole life.
That's it. Just do bits the whole time. Now, and go ahead.
Like I said, and there was a lot of people who were very good improvisers there. It's such a joy to me to be able to perform with people I've never performed with before, and just performed with so many people who were so good, and it made it feel so easy, and just scenes that I could laugh about, that I was in, and it was really great. I'm not going to mention any of the specifics of anything negative, but I will say one thing that camp also illustrated is there was some really great, I don't want to say illustrations again, but some really great examples of the unearned confidence of middle-aged white guys, which Ian will agree with me, and it might sound funny coming from us, but we've earned our confidence.
Or we lack the confidence altogether. Right. we didn't unearn it. We didn't earn it. We just don't have it.
Yeah. Some unearned confidence among middle-aged white guys.
There is. Yes. I don't even think you need an example on that, as it is everybody's nodding their head. Yes, that is a true statement. Yeah.
Everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. But it was a good time. Ian and I had a great time. I like the trip down, the trip up was a blast. And it could have not been.
But we didn't. I mean, Jerrod and I, we've not spent a significant amount of time together.
That's right.
So that could have been deadly. I mean, but it was fun. It was bits the whole way down. We just laughed.
Yep.
No, we didn't even turn on the radio. It just was us goofing around. So,
and some of the bits were honestly god awful.
Yeah, God, most of them. I pride myself on the bad ones.
I mean, Ian had most of them, and some of them were absolute gold, and we were just laughing and laughing and laughing, and it was a great time. Because even the bad ones, we could enjoy that they were bad.
They were bad, yeah.
But
and you probably ask, why don't you do it on this show? No. No, you don't deserve it yet. We need to get more viewers, and then maybe we'll bring some of those bits to this show.
Yeah. But I will
You're all being punished.
I think it's a good thing to do at least once, if for nothing else, to network, meet other improvisers, which is always a lot of fun. The workshops are great, but I would definitely recommend not going by yourself. Can you do it? Yeah, you'll meet people there who did, but It can be intimidating. I think a lot of people who do improv and perform have some similarity in the personality, in that they feel comfortable, like on a stage in front of a group of people, performing for people, but interacting with people one-on-one, it can be a little And I think a lot of improvisers feel that way.
I would agree with you.
Because people who don't perform talk about how terrifying it must be to get up on stage and perform. And usually when I'm having that in the conversation, to me, it's like, I would rather be performing in front of you than having this conversation with you right now.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I was amazed of it. There were a couple of people there that had never done improv at all, and this was their first experience. And it does say on the website, you don't need to have any experience to be a part of camp. So I give them all the credits, because not only did they come alone, but they're up on stage after maybe one workshop.
Yeah, and them, I can't remember any specifics, but I do remember when somebody would point out that I was in a workshop with that person and they've never done improv before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I thought they did better on stage than
I do too.
People who I saw there who may have been doing it for a while,
like and those middle-aged white men,
for example.
You and I excluded. Everything we did was genius.
Fucking gold.
Oh my God.
Killers.
My God.
Like, how did we not get signed?
Yes. How were we not booked by every improv theater? And why is our viewership so down right now on this?
Right. So, but it was a good time, and I'd recommend anybody who wants to do it, go do that. Go do fun things, go do trips. I'm terrible about pictures, but it's a really cool memory. Made new friends, and
I'm terrible at pictures too. I wonder if this is another similarity between improvisers. A couple of people were really into pictures.
That would be a weird one.
That would be a weird one. Yeah.
But now, had that. So I had the summer. We did summer things.
That was the end of the summer. What came before?
Well, so for me, my youngest daughter was able to come out for a couple weeks, and my niece, so it was very nice to see, and that was a good time. I started going to the gym, and then I stopped again.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. I hear that's like intermittent fasting. It's really good for you.
That's what they say when you lift weights. That it's not the weightlifting that actually builds the muscle; it's the rest period.
Yes,
you've been lifting, so I want to give a lot of time. I'm surprised. I don't know why my muscles aren't like massive right now.
I know. You've been given a lot of rest there.
So
yeah.
Maybe I should be a doctor or something.
I went on a 4-mile hike the other day, unintentionally, but set out to do about a 2.5 mile hike, but took the wrong trail and then insisted on doing the trail that I was supposed to be doing. So me and my friend Kate, we had more of an adventure than we had anticipated, and it was fine. Like, it was, I don't know why, it takes a lot of walking to tire me out, but boy, I felt my muscles the next day. Yeah.
As a guy who hates hiking,
right now,
that sounds terrible.
Yeah. It was and you know what? As any exercise, it's all on, can I trick my brain into concentrating on anything other than the exercise that I'm doing? So being out in nature, I get, I will look and enjoy, and I don't think about the walking, and I get excited to get somewhere, but put me on a treadmill and I'm like, it's been 100 yards. I'm done.
So Amy's, she practices intermittent fast fooding. Food is the only thing I do fast anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I stupidly bought an immersion blender at a tag sale this summer, and I haven't used it. It was totally sealed, nice KitchenAid, real heavy duty, lots of attachments. Bought it for $5, and really the only thing I wanted it for were milkshakes. And now I had 2 nights in a row of having a milkshake before bed. That's just, it's got to stop. I woke up all and that's I was trying intermittent on that, but nope.
crazy that was when you get like I have an immersion blender, and I don't want this whole episode to turn into immersion blender talk. But I got mine because I got one for my daughter for her birthday or Christmas or something one year. So I'm like, I don't have an immersion blender. I need to get one, and I rarely use it. But when I do, it's like, oh, I'm so glad I've got this immersion blender. What a smart purchase this was.
Well, I have a feeling this is all I'm going to say. I don't have any more immersion blender stories, so there's no chance. I am looking. I'm really happy I have it, and I am looking forward to maybe making something other than a milkshake in it.
That'll be
like fun. A fruit smoothie or something. I don't know.
This is true. You know the first thing I ever made with an immersion blender?
What's that?
Homemade mayonnaise. Well, that's aioli.
That's okay. That's legit. Yeah. Actually, a lot of I love soup in the fall, and a lot of soups require you to blend it once you've cooked it. So,
true.
That was really, it was milkshakes and soup that attracted my $5. Actually, I ripped it out of my 75-year-old mother's hands.
Good.
Yeah, she was going to buy it, and I was like, "You don't need this. I need this."
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put a check next to talk about immersion blenders.
Excellent.
And we'll see about extricating ourselves from this subject. So this weekend was my birthday, which
happy birthday. We've already covered. Oh, that check mark hasn't been checked, huh? We're gonna go to that a few times.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about this one for a while.
All right. Let's see how it is.
Everybody.
Did you get an immersion blender for your birthday?
I already had one. I'm so hard to buy for now. So for my birthday, I ended up going down to Atlantic City. I went by myself because I like playing poker. I gamble too, but I really enjoy playing poker. And I did a Google search of best buffets on the East Coast, and Borgata was listed on there, Borgata Atlantic City. So I'm like, this is perfect. And it also has the biggest poker room in Atlantic City. So I'm like, this is perfect. This is going to be great. So I got down there, and I'll say I had a great time.
By the way, I'm seething right now.
Well, you won't be. I don't know if you're a poker player. The poker, I did have a really good time playing. In fact, it's all people who are just there to have fun. And
yeah. I'm a dice guy. I do play craps. Not I've never played poker at a casino. But go ahead.
What's nice is, I'm good enough I can win money, but I can play a long time, and I just enjoy it. And the worst thing is, just like when you're playing like blackjack at a casino, when there's somebody who is so good at it, and they keep wanting to bring up how good they are at it and how bad a mistake you made. I didn't deal with any of that.
I can't stand the people that tell you made a mistake when you're
anything. Yeah, I just in life in general. So there was none of that. But at one point in time, I had a guy just totally flip out at my table sitting right next to me. So if you've ever seen anything with a poker table, they're very oblong, right?
Yes.
I was sitting right on. I'm going to get right on the end on one side. And the guy sitting next to me, like, he looked like a cartoon character from the get-go. I wish I could describe him. Everything down to
like Elmer Fudd?
Not Elmer Fudd, not as rounded, like very block head, square head, triangle nose.
Oh wow.
He had the like Sopranos hair, like it was like perfectly white on the sides and really dark on top.
Yeah.
And he like really
Polly Walnuts.
That was the name, Polly Walnuts. And he was really aggravated at everything. Like every little thing that happened, he acted like it was like he was being personally disrespected by it. Like the type of guy if you're a waiter or waitress, you do not want to wait on. And at first I'm sitting there, and he, sit next to him, and he starts, have a little conversation or whatever. And he like tries telling the story about how he got kicked out of something else there. Some guy caught. He complained. They just wanted to get him out of there. They didn't want to talk to him. But I have no idea what it was. It was like a really disjointed story. And I'm thinking nothing of it. And then the rest of the time, like, if you were to do a caricature of a guy who is taking the weekend to play poker at the casino, it was him. From every time he'd have cards, the way he'd kind of flip them around in his hands, like when he put in his bet, the way he would give a look or everything. But every time something happened, he acted like it was a personal, like he was being, like I said, being personally disrespected. Well, at some point in time, and this can happen when there's a lot of people playing poker, somebody threw in chips before they were supposed to. They pulled them back, or no, they threw their cards before they were supposed to. That happens all the time. Not a big deal. But what he did was he then put some chips in. And as soon as no matter when you do it at a poker table, there's a line that goes around. You put chips in, you put money inside of it. It has to stay there. Well, the person had folded too early, and so he tried to pull his chips out, and the dealer was like, "You can't do that. They have to play." He flipped out after the hand, like totally flipped out. They called the floor over. I wish it was like the perfect thing to.
That's awesome. Video.
Like all the workers were coming over trying to explain it to him, and his arguments were like he purposely wasn't listening to them. It was like Trump arguments, like it didn't have to do with what was going on. It
right. It was all straw man arguments about other crap.
Insignificant. Yeah. Like at one point, show me the rule. I want to see the rule. Show me the rule. Like they've got a big rule book in the back with this rule that everybody already knows. Like it got to the point where the person he was mad at, person who throwing the cards in too early was the guy on the other side of me. So I'm in the middle of them. So I just kind of slowly backed my chair up. It was on wheels. And the security guard looked down at me and laughed. Like, that was smart thinking there.
That is smart thinking. You defused you getting punched in the jaw.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I if there's a big fight, I'm fine with that. I just am way too old to be in the middle of it anymore.
Yeah, no.
I'll watch two other people and laugh. I was like, oh, that looks tough. No, I don't want to be in the middle. I will cry immediately.
Absolutely. Talk about folding early. I will fold early.
Oh, thanks for the Joker pun.
There it is.
He ended up getting kicked out, and everybody was happy about it. But then people come in. But I've got a lot of jokes at that point in time, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to tell them, but like everybody, if you weren't right there, you couldn't hear everything exactly that happened. And he was yelling. A lot of people, I think, were just trying to get away from it. Some people start coming and going from the table, and like a great subject for jokes, and two people were able to enjoy them.
Yeah, that's a waste. That's a waste.
Yeah.
Those opportunities, like that's a gift right there, and people need to recognize it and say, you know what, that guy on the end that's awkwardly sitting on the oblong part of the oval, he's got jokes, and we need to hear them.
That's right. Hey, quiet down, everyone.
Yeah,
this guy's telling jokes.
This guy's got the funny. Like the pit boss should have come over and said, everybody, for the next 5 minutes, we're gonna pause play so he can get it out of his system.
They've usually got microphones in there.
That's right. There's certainly cameras. But the rest of the trip wasn't good.
I really enjoyed it. In fact,
that was a buffet. That's the important. That's what our viewers want to know.
So I'm going to talk about the buffet, but I will just say that, like at one point in time on Sunday on my birthday, I had a few drinks. It was full, and just everybody at the table was really cool, and I was enjoying myself, and I was doing well. And I remember thinking, like, I am so happy right now.
Oh, and that's awesome.
I was like enjoying myself. It was exactly what I wanted to be doing right then and there. It was great.
That's awesome.
The buffet, that was Google searched as one of the top buffets on the East Coast. Yeah. Very middling. Like standard casino buffet.
Oh my God, Jerrod.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This brought up. So I read this article. So it's meant for ethnic restaurants. But there is a gentleman that claims who knows all about Asian restaurants. He says, always go for the 3.5 star on Yelp.
I've read that.
Did you read that? It was fascinating. And and I've read every Chinese restaurant that I've ever been to and in the neighborhoods. And he's kind of onto something. The 3.5 are all my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people put emphasis in ethnic restaurants. The emphasis on service is higher, or is not as high as Americans have. Americans really value service.
Yep.
So if you really want to talk about good food, go for the ones that have been shut down, because they've been shut down not for the food, but for the service or whatever weird things that Americans value. So if you go to a 5, you may get great service, but the food may not be that great. But if you go to a 3.5,
I'll tell you,
food.
Got a buffet, great service. I just expected so much more. There's an Asian buffet right down the road from me that has more things at it than the Borgata buffet did. They had a few good things. They had prime rib. I love prime rib, but I was let down. And they have a seafood buffet in Atlantic City that I wanted to go to, but I never made it to it because I was too busy, playing poker next to Screaming Guys.
Screaming Guys. Yeah, I've never been to Atlantic City, the casino. Excuse me. We used to as a family. This is the 70s. Oh, good time to get hiccups. Yeah, exactly. In the 70s, we used to vacation at the Atlantic City boardwalk, but that very different times. Different times. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my second time there, and this one, in hindsight, what I wish I'd have done is stayed at like a cheaper hotel and then just whatever Ubered or something, or just drove to the Borgata every day to play poker there. Because then the only rooms they had left were like the nicer ones, and I didn't need all that.
I got you.
So I ended up paying a lot more there. When I went before, I didn't hit the Strip this time. I went to the Strip before. And that's cool and interesting to see, but it also feels very old-timey to me. In a way, like if you've ever gone to Las Vegas, everybody knows about the Strip. A lot of people, but not everybody knows there's what's called the Old Strip in Vegas, Fremont Street. And when you go there, it's like where all the signs are, all the light bulbs, and that's the one at the light bulb, the cowboy taking his hat. And
yeah.
It's very cool for what it is. But when you're there, it feels like it's old-timey. It's like, oh, this was people in the 60s where they would go and want to do it. And that's how the boardwalk feels to me, only maybe more 1950s.
Yeah.
And, casino, boardwalk. And there's cool things because it's the boardwalk, so there's cool things going on there. But,
yeah. Well, I think that's really awesome that you took, it's your birthday, do something for you. That's awesome. And the fact that the payoff was you felt really happy, which sometimes isn't easy to do on your birthday. And
right. Yeah. Definitely glad I did it.
Awesome. I also appreciate you like me, you're not afraid to do things by yourself. I really do. I really do. Sometimes just the better time is doing it on your own. Sometimes.
And especially if it's something I know I want to do, like I wanted to play poker, and somebody going with me, that wouldn't have been fun for them because when you do that, you're doing that for hours on end.
Then you may feel obligated to do less pokering so that you're, it puts you in a bad situation. I totally get it. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Really good time doing that. And I didn't get a chance to eat anything. I did eat one new thing there that was actually really good. It was something that was, I believe, South American, but I shouldn't even be talking about it because I can't remember the name.
That's fun.
So delicious. It was a stewed beef dish, and it was just so wonderful. So that's awesome. That was
fun. I should say we lost one, but we probably have some new viewers tonight. Feel free to use the comments to communicate with us. We do bring people's comments on, and we really want to make this not just about us, kinda. No, we really want to make it about us, but we'd like you to talk about us too. So if you could write some comments, what you're thinking, have fun, talk with each other in the comments, get to know a new friend, comment friend. So anyways, I am speaking of new foods. For longtime viewers know I'm going on my first cruise in about a month, and the menus got released, and there's a lot of things on it that I'm excited to try. So we're not gonna have a cruise show either. I'm putting check that off next to the blender, but we'll wait until after I'm done with the cruise. But I was excited because Jerrod and I really do like trying new foods when we have the opportunity.
Yeah.
So and that's why he brought up the new thing on the buffet.
One of my favorite things, and a full body view of me would show how true that is.
All I'm saying is our cameras are very slimming.
They certainly are.
I mean, because it doesn't go down to my big belly that is bursting through the buttons of my shirt.
You know what? But now the summer's over. And
summer is over.
When I was even in school, like summer vacation was great, but I always liked the fall. Like school was starting up, seeing all the friends again, and I didn't want to go to school, but I did want to see my friends. There'd be like a fresh soccer season. Just if you're in New England, especially a little more rural New England, like I was, It smells really nice in the fall. The apples are all on the trees.
The wood burning, there's fires going, the wood burning stoves. Yep.
Yeah. But now my favorite season is summer. And while I still like the fall, there's some things I really hate about fall.
Oh, everybody sit back. Jerrod's got some things that he hates.
Yeah. You know one of the things I hate about fall?
What is it, Jerrod?
Mystery weather.
Ah.
I'm not somebody who's going to be like I'm not a fan of weather where it's like, oh, what's on the Weather Channel right now? But I hate in the fall every morning. It's a mystery. You could be anything outside. Could be suddenly sweltering again. Could be cold. It could be just a torrential downpour. It could be perfect. Fall has been, 3 weeks now? And already all of those things that I've just mentioned have happened. I hate it. I hate the mystery. I just want it to be the weather and kind of get there.
Were you in
Alexa? I have to ask Alexa what the weather's going to be outside every morning. And when I forget, I'm always like completely incorrectly dressed for it. Like, it's probably cold. I'll put on a coat. It's sweltering outside.
Yeah.
I go outside thinking, it's going to be nice and warm. No, it's freezing. I hate it. I hate the mystery weather of autumn. Make your goddamn mind up. I can't stand it. Too wishy-washy for me.
Were you in New England when we had Snowtober?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Oh, in spring, I was in Springfield at the time, and it snowed heavy snow on October 30th, and it brought down, because it was so heavy, it brought down limbs. We were out with power for 5 days because this was like wet, heavy, and it was like a foot. And I'm like, it's the fall. That's not supposed to happen, but that seems to be mystery weather. That supports your mystery weather.
Yeah, that's such bullshit too. That's such bullshit.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one.
Get your shit together, fall weather.
Yeah.
So another thing I hate that I hate in autumn, in the fall, school buses. The school buses are out. Oh, there's nothing good about them being out either, because it starts out, you're stuck behind when they're going super slow, so you're like so angry and aggravated. You got places to go, and that school bus is going way below the speed limit. It stopped. Oh, it drives me nuts. But then you see some driver out there doing something unsafe around the school bus, like trying to pass it, and it's getting ready to stop, not stopping at the stop sign there. And I get even more angry at that. It's like, that school bus is there to protect the lives of children. And look what you're doing. Look how you're acting. So then I find myself at the point of being really protective of school buses. And this has all happened in like a 1 minute time span. All of these emotions have changed. And it's all because the school buses are out.
Yeah, it all tracks back to school buses. But these are fall things. Do you not hate them during the winter and the spring as well?
I think it's because it's in the fall. They're suddenly out again.
They're suddenly out. You get used to them. You get desensitized over the rest of the months, and then
the whole schedule of them.
Yeah.
I don't commute to work or anything like that.
It's
like I've never seen the school bus before in my life.
I gotcha.
They start coming out in fall.
Gotcha.
It's like I completely forgot how slow they drive. Like, what is going? When did this change? And I bitched about it every
and
year.
now you got to get the driver's assistant off the bus, and they have to look under the tires, which is a whole other process. It used to be being behind a school bus. Yeah, it was inconvenient, but it was a 20-second thing. Now it's like 2 minutes for every kid that gets on, and I resent the kids that won't walk 10 feet for the rest of their friends. Like, they got to stand right in front of their house. I'm sure that's the parents, but still. Yeah, now I'm getting angry.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a few kids here and there isn't too high of a cost to pay for like a faster school bus commuting experience.
I agree. You know what? School buses should fly.
Or something. Slap kids on drones.
Yes.
I think kids would love it.
Yes, I agree. Tell them it's like Harry Potter.
Right.
Give them a drone that looks like a broom and send them on their way.
But then it still comes back to the people who are just blatantly disrespectful of school buses, who are like, I'm going to drive this way all around that school bus. And even though I did clearly just say that I was willing to sacrifice a few kids for a slightly better commute on my part, I really do think that people who are maniacs around school buses like that are terrible human beings. Like I know that if I met them, I would hate them without even knowing about the whole school bus thing. Like they're awful self-important.
Yeah, what the only thing is they're getting rageful over the school bus. And I just have a hard time generating rage over something that makes all the sense in the world that is happening. It's just your bad luck. You should have left 2 minutes earlier and you would have avoided the school bus.
And I will be in my car just hitting my steering wheel, screaming about being slightly inconvenienced.
Right.
But it's also very, it weighs much more the thought of kids getting hit by cars around school buses, which still happens because I don't know how people get. It just blows my mind. That
you're a complex man. You're a complex man.
I certainly am. Am. A wide range of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something else I hate about autumn. Something else I hate about autumn.
It's almost like you prep these.
Halloween driving. These words just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
Halloween driving. So I will say, this sounds fuddy-duddy of me. I don't like driving on St. Patrick's Day or 4th of July because I figure people are out.
So driving on Halloween you don't like?
Halloween driving I don't like because I've got to be way more aware as a driver than I'm comfortable being. So like most of the times it's the general awareness of driving, but Halloween, you never know when a couple of little kids dressed up as whatever, and Teletubbies.
Yeah, that's the hot costume this year, Teletubbies.
I'm sorry I'm not hip on what the little kids are doing, but I'm terrified of like little kids running out in their costume in front of my car. I would hate to do anything bad to my car, and it would like you never want to hit a kid. I hope you never want to hit a kid. I really wouldn't want to do it on a Halloween when they're extra excited at being out, because then it's that much more tragic. And plus, if they're dressed as something stupid, what a tragic way to die, like being dressed like something stupid. And I think in general, parents and everything, they do their best. I was a parent myself. It's not you're not a perfect parent all the time. Sometimes shit happens. Little kids like to get down and do things they're not supposed to do.
All right, but I think I'm sensing a theme on this list. 2 out of the 3 are kid related, so maybe you just hate kids.
No, I love kids. But I also kind of want to add that it's like extra shitty in Rhode Island when you're not sure, when you're like trying to be aware of kids, but there's a lot of potholes. So there's times where it's like you're not.
Did I hit a kid or was that a pothole? Yes, that's a fun New England game.
Right. It's do I speed up and get out of here? Do I stop and take a look?
Right.
Either
way, you're worried that it damaged your car. That's your primary thought.
Way, it's like I just got a new rim.
If that got scraped on a pothole or I got blood on it from a kid, I'm gonna be pissed.
Right.
Yeah, right. I got you.
I would like to say it's easily preventable, but
it's not.
I don't know how to prevent it.
Don't drive on Halloween. Don't drive on Halloween.
Huh?
Don't drive on Halloween.
Yeah, when you got to work and do stuff, it's just tough. Tough. And I don't want to like take away the joy of Halloween from a kid. I really loved it when I was a kid. It's like the excitement of getting in a costume. It's so cool. Getting candy and everything. Trick or treating was always neat. It's usually you can do it with your friends. It's such a positive experience. I don't want kids to lose that. And I get I feel bad when you hear stories of neighborhoods where they can't do it, or there's talk about we need to not do it. Some fuddy-duddy, doesn't want it to go on in their neighborhood or thinks it's a bad thing, blah, 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 or whatever. I want that to still happen. And I like the idea. I'm cool with the idea when like the 31st falls on a Tuesday of being like, let's do it on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
I think that's totally cool, totally rational. It's weird to me when people get really upset over things like that, but there's people who get really upset over dumb things instead of things that are important, like kids running out in front of you on Halloween when you're just trying to get back from the bar. It's tough.
Yeah, I agree. You have to stop drinking a little earlier because it's tougher to drive.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
It is. How dare they get in the way of my drinking habits?
Right? Now it makes me feel bad about drinking and driving.
Yeah, and I only want to feel good about it.
Yes, that's why I do it, because it's fun.
It's fun.
So So that's one thing I hate about autumn.
Okay.
Something else I hate about autumn. Pumpkin spice. And I'm not, we can't just stop there. I'm going to qualify.
Okay, because right now you're like half of the population.
So I actually am, I just don't want to write a bunch of words on there. I enjoy the taste of pumpkin spice. What I am sick of is people who act shitty about people who enjoy pumpkin spice.
Oh, I'm 100% with you. I thought you were going to be one of those people.
Like how can you get mad about people liking that spice? Like it does nothing negative for your life. Nothing negative. All it needs
doesn't impact you at all. Doesn't impact you at all.
Right. It just adds pumpkin spice flavored food and drinks and stuff on menus. How is that an inconvenience to you? Why do people complain? Oh, there's pumpkin spice. What? Kids are. I'm like flabbergasted. It's just one of those things that has no effect on them at all. It inconveniences people in no way at all.
Way.
I have to hear about people talking about something that they enjoy. I can't.
People do. They get upset when people are joyful. They have to excuse the language. Shit on everybody.
Yeah.
For that, and that right there is worthy of your frustration and your ire, my friend. That you are the champion of liking what you like, and if that doesn't fit you, shut the F up.
Shut the F up. Like there might have been a time in my life in the first year or two when like hating on pumpkin spice is.
I think we all commented, wow, this popped up quickly. Like everything is pumpkin spice now.
At this point, it's 2022. Like, why are you still complaining? And he goes through the phase of hater. Then it's like, no, actually, I kind of like the pumpkin spice stuff. Hey, I don't really care. Enjoy it, people. Now I'm to the point where if like I'm somewhere and somebody wants to bitch about pumpkin spice, I want to bitch about them. I want to stand in line wherever somebody's bitching about pumpkin spice. Oh, it's everywhere. Why do they do that? I don't even like it. And just like mimic them, like say what they're saying, but in that voice that I just used there.
That's a good voice. That's a good voice.
Cannot deal with. There's so much in the world. And it's ironic that a lot of the people, I come on this show and I complain a lot. Mm-hmm. And about half of it is I complain about the things that people complain about and people complain about them. So I am totally, I get it. I am a massive hypocrite in this. I own it. I agree. I will justify it and defend it all day and night. But I cannot stand those people who complain like that.
But here's the thing. I will say, you can dislike everybody that has pumpkin spice. Person, not Jerrod, other people, right? But why do you have to push it on everybody else? Like it's you've got to take to social media and just say these grand sweeping things about how you hate people that love pumpkin spice, and I'm just like, that's weird. That's really weird. Yeah, you know what? There's things I don't like sour cream.
Right.
I don't need everybody else to hate sour cream.
Right.
I don't need to take down a sour cream aficionado. People at Taco Bell are saying put more sour cream, put lots of sour. I'm not going to say a word about that. Exactly. Not for me. He can have mine. Here. In fact, I'm also not a blue cheese fan, but I'm a wings fan. When I have wings with somebody, you know what? Here's my blue cheese. They're all happy. They got all the blue cheese. They can dip. They can cover each wing in blue cheese. I'm a good guy to go. If you like blue cheese, go out and get wings. I'm not going to tell you that's gross. It's no impact.
I could not agree more. I will say that I kind of have one caveat to that because I feel the exact same way. But if I'm at a restaurant, like it's an ethnic restaurant, and I'm with somebody who does not order some of the ethnic food, if they're like, you have a hamburger, I do get irrationally angry about that.
Do you?
I have no business being angry about it.
Here's my thing. If they came and it was out of duress, like they were like, I'll go there and I'll get a hamburger because I don't like Asian food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's emergency situations notwithstanding.
Yeah. Kelly has an excellent point. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That is fair. That's fair.
But you know what? I would dip a buffalo wing in blue cheese dressing and add pumpkin spice in it.
There you go. It's the new thing. Pumpkin spice blue cheese.
That might be a really good idea. I need to remember that. That might be brilliant. I could possibly be brilliant. We'll have to see how that one happens.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Mix it with an immersion blender.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I
Nice.
brought it back.
But
I brought it
seriously,
back.
people who complain about people who like pumpkin spice and pumpkin spice, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
I'm good. What Bill Maher new rules or whatever? Not that I'm a big fan of Bill Maher, but you know what? New rule. I'm gonna complain about people who complain about the pumpkin spice.
Yep. Don't yuck my yum.
Yes. And that's one thing I hate about autumn, Ian. You know what? I'm sure there's more, but I didn't do that much prep work. One more thing I hate about autumn: pants.
Yeah. You and Jimmy Sorrell.
So, like most guys in New England, let's face it. Like to me, pants are an obligation to society. That's the only reason I wear them.
And society thanks you. And society thanks you.
Yeah, screw you, society. I want to wear shorts. Shorts are more comfortable. My legs breathe better. I enjoy my life when I'm wearing shorts. Mm-hmm. Going from shorts to pants is so terrible. Like I can really feel the constriction of having the material all the way around my legs, all the way down to my calves. They're never going to be as loose and flowing and just as comfortable as shorts. And I hate that, like, I don't, just in case my boss is watching, I get it when you say no wearing shorts to work. And because he has to conform this societal rule that shorts just are for fun. And you know what? Maybe he's right. But maybe we need more fun in our world. And maybe the fact that shorts are fun are one of the reasons that wearing pants sucks so bad. Because if shorts are fun, that means that not wearing shorts is not fun. And that's where pants are. Pants are just the not fun thing that we do to our legs.
Okay. Yeah. I don't necessarily agree with you. I don't mind pants. The only thing I mind about pants is my best physical feature, and I truly believe this, are my calves, because they're developed because they carry around all this extra weight. So people can't see it. They lose that gift of my best feature. Only summer. That's a summertime gift for everybody. It's true.
Wear pants to keep the flocks of drooling women from following him around trying to squeeze his calves.
Yep. No, it's true. I'm like, oh, look at those things. They are well developed because they carry around so much weight during the day. They have developed into physical perfection.
I hate pants. I hate pants.
Sweatpants? How about sweatpants? Do you hate sweatpants?
Sweatpants and pajama pants are definitely worlds better. I will agree that. Okay. But again, like I can't go to work wearing sweatpants or pajama pants. You can't really go. You can go to Walmart and that's about it.
All right. Can we go controversial here for a minute, or potentially controversial?
Oh, I'm here for it.
All right. This is where I feel like men have it worse than women, because women have dresses.
Like Ian said, this is one of the many ways.
Many ways.
That have it worse than women.
Yep. I said it. That and their shoe wear. The shoe wear. They can get away. Someone wearing flip-flops to work, and I'm like, I see it. Those are some fancy flip-flops, but those are flip-flops.
I am still chagrined about my childhood in like middle school and junior high school. You couldn't wear shorts until a certain day of school. And this was like in the 80s, so we didn't have an air conditioner in the school. Ooh. We had windows that opened a small crack.
Sure.
It sucked. You're little, you're just hotter. Your temperature is just higher.
You've been running around all day. You don't know the concept of maybe sitting still to get cool.
Yeah, your arteries aren't as constricted, so you've got more warmth going around. You've got all that. And it was just like the girls would be coming in and they would be wearing skirts, or there was something called culottes, which I'm still not sure what they are, but they looked a lot like shorts to me. And
they're shorts with a flare at an end.
Yeah. And what it did is it made the boys upset at the girls, which is not fair to the girls. Because if I was a girl, or as a guy, I am with so many societal rules that benefit guys, it's like, I guess I'll take it. You know, I'm going to wear the shorts. I'm going to wear the culottes if I can. Yeah. So it made them the bad guy when that wasn't fair. It was the system that was really
the Scots have it right. The kilt.
Yeah,
That's what you should have. That's the answer to this, Jerrod.
I should have.
You still could. You could still could.
I can't wear a kilt to work, Ian.
Yes, you can. You could say I did an Ancestry.com over the weekend, became very, very, this is my heritage. I should have been wearing a kilt this whole time. Now I wear a kilt.
Well, you know what? Altmaier, that's a German name. Maybe I could try it with Lederhosen.
Yeah.
Short.
Hey, whatever fancy short method you have, go for it. I say,
these
go
are my
for
Lederhosen, and like really go to work in full Lederhosen, that funky whatever that German hat is. I don't know the name. I'm just trying to wear shorts.
I'm just trying to wear shorts.
I noticed when I was playing poker, like I was able to take my phone and I could kind of put it on my lap, between my lap and my belly, and it would be held firmly in place.
Oh, by the belly?
Yeah.
I've not tried that, but I could definitely do that.
So it kind of like, it made me aware of the injustice of women's lack of pockets, because it's like, I've already got so many more pockets. Women don't get pockets on their clothes. And here I am forming new pockets right on my body.
Or they get pockets that are totally unusable, like they could fit a quarter in them.
Little stupid.
Or they're sewn up. They're fake pockets like that. That I'll never understand.
And I will be the first to admit I'm not a fashionista, believe it or not. I can't think of any way it would be like I'd find it unappealing for women to have pockets. Like I don't get why that's not an option.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. If anything, they need pockets. Is this big purse that's coming in? Is this a lobby about big purse, big pocketbook coming in, like big cigarette, big tobacco? Like, don't give them pockets. We need them to buy our pocketbooks.
They might not be, and that's why I never because there's some guys who like to women in their purses. Yeah, it's like I didn't think they've got a purse because they don't have the pockets to put all the shit that you have in. And plus, like women are way more prepared.
I noticed that guy is the same guy that was complaining about pumpkin spice.
Yes, he's always behind me in line too. All the time. Talking about things that you just don't care about. Actually make you angry. Yes.
Yeah. So Kelly says, don't get her started on the lack of pockets. Okay, all right, we won't.
Probably too late. I mean,
yeah.
If after what we've been saying doesn't get you started, I don't know what.
I don't know what will. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to just take the controversial stance from now on that women shouldn't have pockets.
Oh, pulling it in.
Have the pockets that they have now on their clothes.
They did something not to deserve the pockets. Is that what you're saying?
Let's not take it here, okay?
That's what I heard you say. I'm just making sure that's what you said.
Let's not take this bit here, okay?
100% of our viewers are women too.
Yeah,
we're just. This is not good. This is not good. We're just playing. Yeah, we are sympathetic, and we sympathize through comedy.
I just in general think women are way better than men, and I think if we let them, women will save us from ourselves because it's a race between either women being able to save all of us or men just kind of destroying everything. And the onus is not on women to step up. It's on, a massive fight.
Guys not to be assholes.
Yeah, that they have to fight every day and continue to fight to get the space to take over and run shit.
Yeah. I don't believe in punching down, so I will stop. Because
No. But I'm serious about the taking the women's clothing has too many pockets, in my opinion. Thing that I'm gonna run with that.
Yeah, that's yours. That's your bit. Yeah. That's what you'll be known for.
Let's see where it takes me. Let's see where it goes.
Let's report back in a couple months.
And that was the last thing that I hate about autumn.
I've forgotten what that one was. Pants.
Oh,
wow.
Even now I come home, the first thing I do is take off the pants and put on shorts, and I feel so good.
Yeah. And when you say shorts, you just slays around your underwear.
No. So here's the thing. I could because I live by myself.
Right.
But I actually do put on shorts. And the reason is because they have pockets that I can put my phone in and stuff as I'm walking.
There it is. Yeah.
So,
that's a good
once again, pockets come to the rescue.
Yeah. I also have to change because I have too many windows to the outside that aren't well covered enough. So I do also.
Blinds are well closed.
Although I'm still in my work clothes. I came home and put away some stuff, and then it was time to set up my computer. And
so you're in the button-down collared shirt. I'm like, grab the 3/4 sleeve shirt that I've had lying over the end of the bed.
Yeah. No, I'm in khakis, and I have the stone-colored khakis on today with the blue shirt.
It's like you're as emblematic as you can be of being the man, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want people to not only, I want them to see and feel my privilege whenever I walk in the room.
Right. Yeah, like you're just oozing entitlement right now.
Just entitlement, yeah. And I will, as I bitch about pumpkin spice.
Right.
Yeah.
Beat my horn at the school buses for stopping.
That's it. Yes. And yes, and complaining about how women get to dress in skirts.
That's right. This was not our finest hour.
No, we really brought it home. But
really
I appreciate the 3 people. Really, it's 2 because you also are online. So 2 people watching at this point.
Thanks, both of you.
Thanks, Kelly, and whoever else is with Kelly.
Who shall remain nameless.
We shall remain nameless. So what do you got coming up?
Funny you should ask.
Yeah.
I'm going to celebrate this whole week as my birthday week. I had ice cream for dinner last night. Sundays is the name of the place. There's a few of them on.
I went to Sundays a couple weeks ago on
delicious
Oaklawn.
It is such good ice cream. I heard it from Alyssa Goldstein, executive director of Providence Improv Guild.
There you go.
I mentioned that my mom's favorite dessert is peach pie, and Alyssa told the story of having gone to Misquamicut and got this ice cream, peach ice cream. Said it was the best she'd ever had. Like it totally rattled things for her because she had a new kind of ice cream in her top 3. And as you can imagine, like that's a serious
that shakes foundations.
That's major. And if you don't know Alyssa, it can sound a little funny, but if you know Alyssa, you know that she will she's very smart and she will research the shit out of something. And she discovered what kind of ice cream it was and who carried it in this part of the state. And the Sundays ice cream stand chain, there's 3 or 4 of them around, has it. And just their other ice cream is so good. And
I only had their soft serve.
Oh, they're like, so the flavor I got yesterday was they have a Doreo, what do they call it? Doreo cookie dough or something like that. It's basically cookies and cream, but also a chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream in it.
Ooh.
In one ice cream. So good. And then the other ice cream I had, because the small is 2 scoops, so I get 2 different flavors. The other one was pumpkin spice Oreos. Pumpkin spice Oreo flavored ice cream. And that's what I got. And I recently discovered when I had a flat and I had a donut, because I bent my rim, I had a donut for about a week because I was getting a new rim in.
I thought you meant like a Dunkin' Donut.
Gotcha. Right. So I didn't want to drive on the highway. So I took the non-highway way to and from work right by a Sundays. This whole time I had a Sundays as part of my commute. So it's so much harder not to stop. And you know what else? Soft serve ice cream is good. It's so underrated. Like when you go to places, the flavors of ice cream are the big ones. I got the flavor because their ice cream flavors are great. But I love soft serve ice cream. And I like kind of the shaft.
It does get the shaft. And here's my thing. I love hard ice cream for the flavors, but if I want a sundae, I'd rather have soft serve.
That's a good call. Easier, a little softer.
And it mixes better. It doesn't melt. It doesn't cool off the hot fudge as quickly. It turns into like a soup.
Yeah, everything kind of incorporates into it.
So I would rarely have like a cone of soft serve. It's got to be in a sundae. Although I don't mind a cone, but if I just want ice cream, I'll go with hard because you get flavors, right? So
if I get hard ice cream, it's in a cup.
Soft
in a cone.
Me too, because it doesn't stay there long and run down your face.
Right. Exactly. And like if you get a bunch of scoops of ice cream, like you're being slick or something, you're gonna lose some. But I think soft serve, you could have like a mile long soft serve cone. You get it.
You're gonna get it. I need to tell you
what I like about soft serve. Like hard chocolate ice cream can be too chocolatey and everything. Soft serve chocolate is perfect.
It's consistent, yeah. So I went and had hard ice cream on a cone this summer. Huge mistake. And I was by myself, very busy, by myself. Brickley's in Wakefield, Rhode Island, my favorite ice cream place. Got a cone and all in the beard. I felt like I was 5 years old. Like there weren't enough napkins. There was nothing I could do but just take a fistful of napkins, eat, lick, wipe, lick, wipe. I really did. I felt like this isn't right. I'm a grown adult man. I should be able to stay clean. Like everybody else around me is eating cones and not a drop is on them. Beard or no beard. And this is true. This used to happen without a beard. So it's not, the beard's just there, but it always just total 5-year-old ice cream face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And part of the destructive part of that, beyond that too, is ice cream places have the shittiest napkins in the world. And
They
all have those little tiny, really shitty napkins.
Like the original napkin from 1950. Napkin technology has gotten better, folks.
It's so bad. Like, and when you got a beard, you just have little puffs of napkin and still ice cream.
Oh my God.
The only thing those good napkins are really good for is like to dry your finger after you've licked ice cream off of it. But if there's an ice cream accident, those little napkins are worthless. They should. I don't know who to talk to, but
I don't know.
I think all ice cream parlors should have real napkins.
I'd even go like paper towels. They need their own thing. Yeah. Like you are cleaning up a spill on the face. Like you got big work to do.
And I don't need to spend a lot of money on the fancy schmancy paper towels. I don't need Bounty. You can have those brown ones that come in the machine. No, those are sturdy.
Those are. You can wet those things and still can't rip them.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have so much respect for an ice cream parlor that did that.
I agree. I think maybe we should come up with the best napkin and go be like old time door-to-door salesman, but only go to ice cream places. And our reward for selling them, like doing our pitch, is to get an ice cream cone.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's a good job. That's a good perk.
And if they didn't, we'd kick them out for soliciting on our.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how that works, but yes.
Here and you're selling ice cream? What the fuck?
What the hell's going on?
That did not deserve a full F-bomb there. I apologize to everyone.
No. And I went with you. I was right there.
Hard not to. It's hard not
Real hard not to.
I'm so. You know what else I hate about? Well, it's not really autumn, but man, I really hate those little napkins they have at ice cream parlors. Like, the more I think about it, the angrier I get about it.
I swear it's just because they have those old time holders and they won't upgrade their holders because they're the only napkin that'll fit in those little napkin holders.
It's every ice cream parlor everywhere. Like, I wonder if you buy ice cream in bulk, do you get those napkins for free?
I don't know. You're right. Is it because it wraps around the cone well? I don't know.
A full-size napkin will wrap around the cone well too.
Yeah, but maybe it's too much napkin for the cone. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Justifying this injustice.
I'm spitballing with a very small napkin. I'm
taking the ice cream parlor side in the napkin argument, Ian?
I'm sorry. I come from big napkin. My I have stock in napkin. So what else? All right. So you did birthday all week.
Yeah. I will be performing at Pig this Saturday at 7 p.m. with my team, Dr. Nighttime, rocking the Herald right there. So that is always fun. And then it's going to be getting back into my schedule on Bring Your Own Improv. I did an emergency show last Friday. We had a little COVID scare and some people around each other who had caught it. So we had I stepped in and they just needed someone there. So I was able to be that loud, warm body.
Nice.
My finest qualities right there. And we'll be doing that again. And I'm like trying to get back into on Facebook advertising them off of my performer page. So if anybody has liked it, which everybody should have.
Everybody should. Come on.
Why wouldn't everybody want to know my schedule when I'm doing all these? it'll let people know when those things are going.
You can have the in-person Jerrod experience.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Jerrod in person is
it's a gift.
Yeah.
Gift. I'm excited because the program that we use to stream this told me that Facebook now lets you schedule these things more than a week in advance.
Ooh.
So I can actually schedule 2 weeks from now tonight. Imagine what would happen if we actually did that and advertised it.
I know. Imagine if we put this stuff out here sooner than Tuesday.
Sooner than Jerrod saying, "Are we having a show tomorrow?" and me saying, "Oh, I forgot."
I'll boost it. I don't care.
I'll boost it too. I've boosted it before, but it, again, doesn't do much to boost 24 hours in advance.
Right.
Yeah. It's cheap. It's very cheap to boost it 24 hours in advance, but
right. It's worth it.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I was diagnosed with adult ADHD, and these are the things that not texting some people back and forgetting to put our show up. Those are the two big ways it manifests for me.
You know what? I forgot also. Follow me on Twitter at HandsomeJer.
Yeah, right there. It's in your name.
It's right. So you can't get it wrong. Even if you spelled my name wrong in the chat, you can't get it wrong if you go there. And even though I'm not tweeting all the time, when I do tweet, it's magic.
Yeah, he doesn't. His is his quality, not quantity, folks. Quality,
that's right,
not quantity.
Carefully crafted.
Carefully crafted.
You can say that again.
Yeah,
huh? Carefully crafted. You're the one turning into Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't have. I have a show next Friday. Next Friday, I have a show. Anything else exciting going on? Nope. It's been really busy at work, and Friday night at about 7 p.m. 8 weeks of really lots of late nights. All of it kind of comes to an end. So I am really looking forward to this weekend. I don't know if you could tell my energy's low. I'm really tired. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. So
I don't pay attention to you.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know. I'm talking to the audience, the ones that are saying, boy, Ian can't get a word in edgewise.
They're like, thank God.
Thank God.
We're in edgewise because all he wants to do is bitch about pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice and shorts and talk about his immersion blender. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep bringing it back. Join me. Oh, actually, I'll plug something. Join me for my new immersion blender show. I'll be making all the chopped condiments and things.
Sauces and Ian's.
Sauces, soup sauces, and I wish I had an S for a name.
Don't we?
Just for that bit. Just for that bit.
Just legally change it, then change it back.
Change it back. I just need it. How long to change your name for an hour? Can I have a temporary name change?
Just long enough to be able to get a driver's license with that name, so you can use it for bits. Then change it back.
Yeah. Sauces, soups with Sam.
Right? Sam would be perfect. You know what? Give your immersion blender to Sam.
Oh, and then give them my show.
Yes. And I realized I could take an immersion blender and call it a juicer.
You could do a lot. Yeah. Oh, juicer Jerrod.
Don't even have to change my name.
Well, mine mixes ice cream for Ian.
That's true. And if there's one thing I love, it's ice cream that has been under an immersion blender for a while. I guess that's what a milkshake is. I think
that is what a milkshake is. Yeah. It's full circle, everybody. Full circle.
I'm jealous. Yeah, that's a good call, Ian.
Anyways, all right. Yeah, I don't have anything else to plug. Do us a favor and like our page, however you're watching it. Like the YouTube, like the Facebook. If you check, you'll be notified more when we're going live, but really, we're trying to get to an every other week on Wednesday at 7. We really appreciate everybody tuning in, and we want we have ideas. We're gonna do some things and make this hopefully fun for everybody. We really like when you all chime in. So thanks, Amy and Kelly, tonight for chiming in. It really makes it nice to know people are watching. Although Jerrod and I will talk even if no one's watching. It's we've done it before. We'll do it again. But yeah,
another thing I want to plug, by the way.
Go ahead.
All right. So medicine, very good for you when you're sick.
Very good. You know what else? I'm going to take another controversial stand. Vaccines. Very good. Very good for you. There's a few out right now that you are mostly eligible for. Everybody's eligible unless you're medical reason or religious reason for the flu vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. For those of you who meet very specific requirements, monkeypox. So do what you can. Get safe. There we go. So yes, medicine when you're sick. What's that?
Now that we're taking controversial stances and vaccines are part of it, I'm going to say if you are truly part of a religion that you can't get a vaccine, I'm honestly, that's that. That's fine. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you about that. But don't lie about your religion and say that it doesn't allow you to get vaccines. Using your religion to lie is such a low thing. Like, I get it. If you're Amish, a Mennonite, something like that, where they don't get vaccines, that's fine. I've read like some sex.
Then get off this. Get off this. You shouldn't be using technology.
Right. But it's like sex. There's one, I think it was sect of Hindu where it's like they believe that the human body was created in their God's image and it's perfection and it shouldn't be.
I got you.
That's what, don't cut the hair shape thing. I'm totally cool with that, but don't lie. Don't lie. If you don't want to get it, all right, whatever. But whether we hear a lot about people lying, being allowing themselves to be misinformed. I can't think of all the words that I want to think of right now.
Right.
If you truly believe it, that's one thing, but I think all the medical stuff was lies, that people were using lies over and over again.
Oh, absolutely. Because there's just not that many. There's just not that many religions that says you can't. So
right,
and
exactly.
It seemed like
far and away that there's really not. And if you really are part of a religion, that's cool. That's your religion. I'm not here to tell you, but don't lie. But don't use your religion to lie. That is, what is wrong with you? You know what? No pumpkin spice for them, and I don't want to hear them bitching about it.
Yeah, and they can't wear shorts ever.
Never.
Yeah. So go get vaccinated.
Yes.
Yeah. On all of them. You can get it. You can get so many vaccines right now. It's so fun. Just one big pin cushion. Right. I'm getting my flu next 2 Thursdays from now. 2 weeks from tomorrow. They're doing it at work. I signed up. Had to sign up because of COVID. They wanted everybody to sign up, so I had to sign up in advance. Signed up. It's right outside my door. They do COVID right outside my office. I mean, not COVID. They do flu shots right outside my office. I'm gonna bink, done.
No excuse not to. No excuse not to. I've lived in Cranston for over 3 years now. People here are not afraid of needles. I could definitely. There's no reason to be afraid of getting medicine shots. Exactly. Come on, people.
Yeah. There we go. This podcast has been brought up to you by Pfizer.
Yeah,
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the influx of cash, as you can tell by our production value.
All because of my plug for medicine.
That's awesome. Good job, Jerrod.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Medicine.
Medicine will save us all, or it won't.
I guess that's also true about chicken thighs. I mean.
All right. On that note, so it's 2 weeks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll see you soon. All right. Ready for the awkward wave as we wait for the broadcast to go cut out. Bye.